And I'm Katrina.
And boy, do we have so much to talk about today, including a super special secret, super surprise that we're going to tell you
Announcement.
At the end. Announcement. Yeah. I forgot the word there. Surprise announcement.
And we'll be announcing that at the end of this episode, so if you want to hear it, stick around for that, and please want to hear it, because...
Please. Please.
Because please.
Because please.
Or not. Whatever. You'll probably
you'll miss out, but, like, it's fine.
I mean, you'll probably hear about it on our other social medias. Speaking of other social medias, we have an Instagram now.
We do! Katrina set that up, because she's a gem.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? We don't really have... Like, we didn't really have a reason to have a podcast Instagram until recently. And I noticed that, like, with, more of our friends starting new podcasts, they were using it more. And I was like, oh, we should have one of those. And then, like... But we didn't have anybody to do the audiograms. And then we found out who did the audiograms for the other people, and we're like, oh, it's Tori.
Yeah. So we might have some audiograms. Who knows?
We'll see.
Tori.
Tori. I mean, to be fair, she said that she was gonna, she said that she might make some of the announcement for this.
The announcement, you say?
The announcement, and then...
I wonder what that could be. Should I insert, like, a drum roll clip at the end right before we say it? Be really dramatic like that?
If you want to, Rachel.
I think we both know I do. I don't know where my chapstick is. So what have you been up to this week, Katrina?
So this week has been really interesting, to say the least. Oh, we never said what the Instagram handle was.
Oh!
What is it?
Perspective Z Pod, right?
Yeah, it's Perspective Z Pod because Perspective Z was taken.
As was Perspective Z Podcast.
So, yeah.
Pod is P-O-D.
Go drop a follow on that. But anyways.
Drop a follow, hit the whoa.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. I'm trying to be hip.
I'm so proud.
Thank
Anyways, this week has been an interesting one, to say the least. We've been planning stuff, like, we recorded with Tyler on Saturday, and then we did stuff for the announcement on Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday was kind of chill. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was kind of chill. And then, Thursday, I had to get ready to help freshmen around the school, so I had training for that, and so that was fun. And then the day right after that, I got my wisdom teeth out.
Oh,
and so
I had no idea.
Oh, I'm sure you had no idea.
I got some funny, very typoed texts from Katrina, and it was like, so typoed, I don't know what you were trying to say half the time.
I don't even know what I was trying to say either. I only know what, like, 2 of them were supposed to be.
Comedy is what they are. Comedy.
Yeah, but, I see here on the document that those were your favorite things this week, so if you want to share those, then...
yes, I get
share
to?
them.
Okay, so, I texted early Friday morning, "Happy surgery day," and a few hours later you responded with, "Yay! I'm all me sob update." And I said, "Huh?" And you said, "The b'tinonwa are grey, all it'll as the it footwish And I said, "Did they put you on laughing glass?" And you said, "No gas. Fifi." I said, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is your mom or dad around?" I can't type correctly. I can tell. "Mom is driving me home." "Okay, how was surgery?" "I don't remember it." "Well, your typing is improving." "A little." And then I didn't respond for 18 minutes because I was driving to work, and I got a text that said, "Ha hi! And I said, hi. And you said, when I am question mark 7. And I said, your typing isn't good enough. And you said, I said, your typing isn't good again. And you said, whoops. And I said, how are you? And you said, numb. I said, that's good. And you said, but I had jice crims and oof thing. And I said, yay. And then the whatever drugs they put you on wore off, and it was back to normal texts, which was sad. But I was, like, at work and laughing out loud at those. Because I know you, like, wanted to say something, but it didn't make any sense.
I know. And, like, I remember parts of it, because, I know I talked with you a little bit about it, but, I came out of the, office, and, my mom was waiting. I don't know if she was in the car or if she was just in the, like, reception area, but they wheeled me out in a wheelchair, and I was like, that's my mommy! And she was like, yeah, it is me, and I was like, it's my mommy! And then they got me into the car. Apparently it took a few tries because I did not want to cooperate. But, I was in the car, and then apparently I don't remember any of this, but, I didn't remember if I had actually been in a wheelchair or not, so I was like, I was in a wheelchair? And I asked her like 5 or 6 times, and I was like, wait, I was in a wheelchair? And she's like, yeah, honey, you were in a wheelchair. And I was like, I was in a wheelchair. And then I was texting you and I was Snapchatting a couple people, which I don't know how that worked. But
I don't think you Snapchatted me, but also I don't think I've been on Snapchat in a week. So
yeah,
maybe
you haven't been on Snapchat. But I was Snapchatting one of my friends, and
I'm not one of your friends.
One of my friends that, like, lives in town, and she was, like, talking to me about work, and I apparently said that I was working, and she was like, can I come visit you? And then I was like, wait, no, I'm not working, and then I don't really remember most of it, but it was interesting. And then I texted you, and then, when I got home, apparently my mom told me afterwards, she was like, and you wanted to give Rachel a hug.
Aww.
And I was like, where's Rachel? I want to give her a hug. And then she was like, your brother's home, can you give him a hug? And I was like, it's my brother!
Oh my goodness.
So,
I mean, we can have a computer hug. Let's all just bring it in, everyone.
everybody.
Hug your device. Just hug it. It's fine.
Hug it.
There we go. Got a big family hug right there.
Big family hug. So, that was quite an adventure. But
That's my favorite thing for the week.
Yeah, I remember, because when we got home, my mom and my brother had to, like, get me into my seat that I usually sit on the couch, and, one of my mom and my guilty pleasure shows, Miraculous Ladybug, had some new episodes come out on Netflix, and my mom was like, oh, we should watch them while you're drugged up, because obviously.
Uh-huh.
And so we were watching them, and I slept through, like, the first 3, and then I was like, can we rewatch them? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. But...
No, that's all you get.
And I didn't, like, remember, because she would wake me up every couple... every, like, 20 minutes, maybe, to, like, check on my gauze and make sure everything was fine, and, like, make sure I wasn't dead. But, yeah, so, I'm fully conscious now, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
And
We'll find out.
did ask if you wanted me to record, like, before I did the surgery. I was like, hey, do you want to record, like, right after the surgery to get a really loopy episode? And you're like, I
kind of wish we would have now. Other than, like, you would have been in pain.
Yeah.
From trying to talk. But, like, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it might have been a little hard to talk about trending topics and whatever. I would just be me like, I want to give you a hug!
I mean, I don't blame you. I'm a great hugger.
Yes, you are.
Ask anyone that was at the Chicago meetup, also yourself, because you've come to see me. Kind of.
Kind of?
I mean, you visited out of convenience. It was in the area.
Not just out of convenience. We planned it on the trip, and then you couldn't be there the first time, so we could have gone the shorter way and not seen you, but we went the longer way and did see you, so it's not out of convenience.
I mean, that's true. But I'm just saying you didn't, like, specifically just take a trip down to my state to see me. It was like you were already kind of headed generally.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing this week is having excuses to relax, because one of my mom's rules for the day, when I got my wisdom teeth out was, that I could not do any summer homework, because I was super stressed about getting everything done, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine, I could do some homework, like, after the surgery, and she's like, no.
I kind of wish you would have, because I want to know what you would have put down.
My math worksheet, I 100% would have just put a bunch of question marks all over the paper.
I don't know, maybe looped up, drugged up you would have been great at math. But now you'll never know, Katrina.
I'll never know, because all of my wisdom teeth are now gone, so I'll never have to experience that ever again.
Yeah. I'm just, like, super terrified for when I have to get mine out, because my sister was absolutely miserable after her surgery.
I mean, it's not... I was talking to some people at church this morning, and they were like, you must have a really high pain tolerance, and I was like, I don't know, or I'm just on a lot of pain medication.
Yay, drugs!
Yay.
Go ahead and make an audiogram of that, Tori. I'm kidding,
yeah,
please don't.
Just disclaimer, if you are under the age of, is it 21? 21? 18?
Yeah.
Whatever.
20. Are we talking about marijuana?
We're talking about any drugs. Just
Oh.
ask your parents.
Ask your parents if you can do drugs. Even if you're over even if you're over the age of 21, ask your parents. Get their input, make an educated decision.
Yes. So anyways, Rachel, what's your favorite song this week?
My favorite song this week is Nocturnal Creatures by Bastille, because, honestly, I am still listening to the album. Stop judging me! It's a good album! I mean, I feel like you're judging me a little, also I'm pretty sure the listeners are judging me at this point. It's fun.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Can't we all just get along?
That's
what my mom used
kind
to
of what we do.
That's what my mom used to, half scream, half jokingly say when we were fighting. Like, when my brother, sister, and I were younger.
Fun.
Now I'll just randomly scream that.
Yay.
Yay! What's your favorite song this week?
My favorite song this week is Happy Not Knowing by Carly Rae Jepsen, because, it's shuffle, and it's an actual good song, and I listened to it a couple times, and it was one of the songs I was trying to decide between last week, because I've been listening to my cousin's, playlist of, every single song that she listens to on a regular basis. And so I just hit shuffle a couple times, and I was like, oh wait, I've actually listened to this song. I could put it down. So I put it down.
Proud. Trying to think. Nope, I don't know how to think. Katrina.
Rachel.
I know you checked the trending of the world. What's trending on the YouTube part of the world, besides, not much?
Yeah, besides not much, because I had to ask you for help because I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't really know what to do here, but the only thing that I saw trending that I thought that we could actually talk about, but Rachel added something else. The one that I chose was an Emma Chamberlain video, and it was the ultimate summer all-nighter. And so basically, she's a dropout high school student, and so she talks about school a lot and how her all-nighters that she had to pull weren't necessarily super fun. And when you're a kid and you think about all-nighters, you're like, oh, all-nighters are the best thing ever, you get to stay up super late. And she was like, well, when I was in school, I never really got to have a fun all-nighter. I mainly just had to stay up, like, studying and doing homework and whatever. And so, she decided to have an all-nighter where she stayed up from the sun setting to the sun rising and just, like, chill and do whatever. And so I thought it was interesting to see what she wanted to do, because she lives in LA, and so she was like, I could just go to, like, any of the tourist stops. Like, she went to the Pink Wall, and no one was there, because it was so late. And she was like, look, no one's here. I could actually get a good photo in front of the Pink Wall.
That's a mood, first of all.
So,
second of all, have you ever pulled, like, a fun all-nighter? Remember last year when I stayed up every night until dawn just to prove that I could?
I don't remember that, but I do believe that you would do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of stubborn sometimes, and someone was like, you shouldn't do that, and I was like, watch me. So I did it basically the entire summer, except for, like, days I had to work. Oh my god, and then I would sleep until, like, 1 or 2 p.m. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, have you ever pulled an all-nighter?
Not necessarily an all-nighter. I've done with one with my youth group because it was, like, an organized event and whatever. And that was super fun because it was hanging out with a bunch of people. But a lot of the all-nighters, like, this summer, my parents set a curfew, and curfew is in,
Air quotes.
Air quotes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I saw you struggling.
But, that's in air quotes because, the
you
curfew...
don't ever leave your house.
Yeah, I don't ever leave my house, and I don't have my license, so I couldn't leave by myself anyways, and so my curfew was by the time that I had to be upstairs and getting ready for bed by. And that was 1 a.m. for the beginning of the summer. And then it went to midnight when my dad had to go back to work because he's a very light sleeper. And so when I was sneaking up, well, not sneaking up, but like...
I mean, you were trying to move quietly.
Trying to be quiet, yeah.
That's sneaking.
But, he would always wake up, and so I was like, you know what, how about we just not do that? And so, I feel like I could pull an all-nighter.
You seem like a person that can. I don't know, just something about you screams all-nighter to me.
Wow, thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment or, like, a criticism, but thank you.
You will succeed in college, is what.
What else is trending, Rachel, on YouTube?
Okay, so the other thing trending is Wheel Picks My Nail Art. Shocking. By Simply Nailogical. And mainly, I just wanted to talk about this because, you know how every now and then there's a YouTuber that you follow and, like, will watch their videos regularly, but you'll just go into overdrive and, like, only binge their videos and maybe one other person's for a while? That's where I'm at right now with Simply Nailogical. Or Christine with no H. I haven't been watching. I will literally sit downstairs, play video games, while either NCIS is playing in the background, or I have a Christine video playing in the background.
Fun.
So, if I tell you right now that I don't have time to watch person X's video, that's not true. I just don't want to.
Because you're in the binging mood?
Yes. Exactly that. I'm glad you understand. Thank you. But basically The joke is she doesn't really do nail art anymore, even though she's a nail art channel. She does, more comedy videos, because she just has more fun with them. She normally finds a way to incorporate nail polish somehow, but, like, so this was like ooh, Christine's doing nail art! Nail art on this channel? Who's she? Kind of thing. So it was just kind of a fun video to watch. That's all I have to say about it. I just wanted to talk about my addiction.
I was like, I don't know if Rachel paints her nails that often.
I actually do, but I'll only paint one hand, because I'm not good at painting the other hand. So I'll just walk around with, like, nail polish on only one hand, and my mom's like, what the heck, Rachel? And I'm like, don't worry about it, I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine, Mom.
Okay.
She thinks I'm losing it. I'm not losing it, I'm totally normal, I promise, I'm totally normal.
You sure about that?
No.
Well, I know that I don't paint my nails or grow my nails out a whole lot because I play the violin, which Rachel sometimes forgets.
Regularly forgets.
But since that's obviously playing, you have to use your hands for it. So, like, you have to keep your nails trimmed a whole lot. And I used to do nails a lot more than I do now, like, for a project in 3rd or 4th grade, I don't remember. But it was supposed to be this workshop where the 3rd and 4th graders got to pick something, and then they set up a little booth for it. It was like a science fair, but it wasn't science related. It was just like something that you enjoyed doing, and you were like, people could buy stuff. It was like, it was a marketplace. That's what it was.
Nice.
And so I did people's nails because that's the fashionista I was. And so, I was super into nail polish, but, since I started, playing violin and having to trim them a whole lot and not wanting to do anything with my appearance, I just...
Do what I do. Only do one hand.
But that one hand takes up time.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so first you gotta grab a base coat, obviously. Christine would be proud. What color do we want to do? Please say something in the shade of purple to blue, because that's mainly what we have. Also pink.
Something in the shade of purple or blue.
Thank you so much.
I'd say purple since that's our brand, basically.
That's true. I'll see if I can... This is an old nail polish, so we'll see if we can get it to work. Just gonna... You gotta shake it up a little sometimes, you know. Shake it up! The old Disney Channel show.
What a good show, honestly.
Jinx!
Wasn't jinxed for me, because I heard myself before I heard you.
Well, it was jinxed for me.
Me.
So the nice thing about a base coat is it's white, or it's clear. So you don't have to be very precise with it. Katrina! What's trending on Instagram? Nope. What's trending on Twitter? I'm a mess.
I can tell.
It's because I'm trying to do too many things at once. What's trending on Twitter?
So, there's this sandwich ranking that's been circulating the web. And so I wanted to get your opinion on it.
Okay. Because?
Because.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you eat sandwiches as often as I do, but...
Probably not as often as you do, but I eat them.
You eat! I'm so happy.
Thank you. Okay. First of all, do you prefer ham or turkey?
Turkey.
Agreed. Roast beef? Amazing. Grilled cheese? Heck yeah. BLT? I don't like tomatoes. I don't really get what a club sandwich is other than too big. Bacon? I don't really like bacon. Yeah, fight me. I said it. Peanut butter and jelly is boring. Pulled pork is good, especially if you have, like, barbecue on it. Oh, I don't like fish, so tuna's a no. I love egg salad. Meatball subs are disgusting. Don't really like Reubens, and a French dip has my whole heart. That's my thoughts on it.
Okay.
What about you?
I mean, I don't usually have, like, an assortment. That sounds super fancy, but I don't usually have a lot of different types of sandwiches. I usually just stick with one, because...
And
because
you eat it in your lunch in the same alphabetical order every day. Mm-hmm. You're a weirdo, but I love you.
And you love me anyway.
Yep.
So I'm a huge fan of turkey. Here's the thing. I don't know if I've had a grilled cheese.
What?
I know.
What?
I know.
What?
I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on Discord before.
You think I pay attention to anyone other than myself?
I know.
I mean, it's Leo season, let's be real.
I know.
I'm a Leo, we all know it.
And so, a lot of people are shocked when I say that, but I don't remember, like, ever having one. Like, I know that my cousins loved grilled cheese, but I never really had any because I didn't really like melted cheese that much. And I still am not the hugest fan of melted cheese, but I don't hate it, and I'm not scared of it. I'm not allergic, as past me would say. But grilled chicken, I don't really have that much. Roast beef, it's good when I do have it, but like I said, I don't have it that much. BLTs, I love BLTs. Club sandwiches, that's usually what I get when I'm at any sort of fancy restaurant because I don't like making decisions, and sandwiches are a pretty safe way to go.
Fair.
Peanut butter and jelly, I didn't have a whole lot. I didn't like peanuts a whole lot either.
Past you was allergic.
Yeah.
But not really allergic.
And, like, the jelly that people have on peanut butter and jellies a lot of times is grape jelly, like PB and grape jelly.
I don't like grape jelly.
I know, but, I have this funny story where, like, when I first learned how to write and stuff, I would label things. I would get pieces of paper, and, like, I liked milk, so I wrote good milk and stuck it on the milk. And then I saw the jelly, and my dad liked having the jelly, and for some reason, I had never had it before, but I always, like, I don't know why I did this, but I wrote bad jelly and just stuck it on there. and and so ever since then whenever we put grape jelly on the list, they put bad jelly instead of grape jelly.
Oh my goodness. That is adorable. You had such a cute little wholesome childhood.
And then I don't really like fish, so tuna's not super. Yeah. Pulled pork is actually pretty good. I don't have it as often as I did when I was a
youngin'.
I still am a youngin', so I didn't.
Yeah, but you're less of a youngin'.
Less of a youngin'.
So now, I feel like now we're no longer youngins, but we're still kids. We're legally children.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're at that weird age. We're at the Ariel age where it's like, I'm not a kid anymore! I'm 16! Actually, I'm 17.
Happy birthday!
Thank you! But, yeah, no. It's like, you're definitely still a kid. You definitely still have a lot to learn, but you're also not a youngin'.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being complicated? That was wrong.
It's confident, but okay.
No, there's one where it's...
Say don't make everything so complicated.
No, I was thinking Selena Gomez.
Oh.
Now you know what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. I can't think of the song, but I can think of what you're thinking of. Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Debatable.
Just a little crazy.
A
lot crazy. Very crazy. It's fine.
But, meatball subs, I actually don't hate. I haven't had them since elementary school, but
see, that's just what they make me think of, is, like, the school meatball subs that were, like, not real meat.
See, I didn't hate them, though. And then I've never had a Reuben, and I only had French dip, like, I've only had French dip recently because, I don't know, I don't think my parents trusted me with dipping my own sandwich.
And you're 16?
Yeah. And so I've had it a lot more, now, and I think they trust my brother more than they trusted me because
he's younger than you. Or, like, you're the oldest child, basically.
Because I'm the oldest, and they figured I could handle it, so he could handle it, because he's learned from my mistakes, hopefully.
Your mistakes of dipping sandwiches incorrectly.
I guess. But, yeah, I've never had, like, an only bacon sandwich. I feel like that's weird.
Yeah, it definitely does not sound appetizing to me, but again, I don't like bacon.
I mean, I've had a lot of friends that haven't liked bacon, so it's not, like, the weirdest thing in the world. A lot of people would be gasping and being like, how dare you, bacon is the best thing put on this earth, and it's not.
It's not that great. Sorry, not sorry.
Like,
anyway.
Yeah.
You what?
I was just gonna say something else on the bacon topic, but
that's
fine. I forgot what it was.
Something about bacon.
Something about bacon. Can we move on now?
Sure.
Okay. The next thing that I saw trending on Twitter, I don't know if you've seen this as often as I have, but it's messaging your phone number neighbor.
I saw it, like, forever ago.
Yeah,
and then it just recently resurfaced.
Yeah, me too. But, like, it's more popular this time than it was last time, because I know a few people did it. I saw it a couple times. Last time it was popular, but this time it's been more popular than it has been.
Solid.
But I feel like I get spam calls from everybody that has the same number as me anyway, so I feel like I don't have to text them.
Should I text mine? Do you text a number up or a number down?
Yes.
You text both?
Uh-huh. What's funny about it is that my parents, they are number neighbors because they went to register to get phone numbers at the, like, same time. And so their numbers end with 49 and 50.
I thought you were about to say your parents' numbers, and I was like,
I'm not that dumb, Rachel.
It's okay, I almost said my phone number while I was typing in my number neighbor's number. I haven't gotten the text back yet that's like, this number is not in service. So that's good. Okay. I texted both of my number neighbors. Let's see what happens. They probably won't respond and be like, what the heck? Some stupid internet kid.
Some Gen Zer.
Heckin' Gen Zers. Let me tell you, they're the worst.
Hey. Oh my god. This just popped up on my dad's memories.
Teeny tiny Trina!
Wow, back when I didn't have any front teeth instead of wisdom teeth. Precious little girl. Hasn't been exposed to anything. But that was 9 years ago.
Oof. You're old! Everybody, tell Katrina she's old.
You're older than me.
We aren't here for logic on this channel!
Yes, we are.
Oh, shoot. I see there's one more thing on our Twitter trending to talk about.
Yep, there's one more thing on our Twitter...
Ha! You were trying to make fun of me!
Twitter trending to talk about. And I recognize a lot of these things. I feel like this whole Twitter moment is just older generations being like, oh, I remember what these are, nobody else does, and acting all high and mighty about it. But I remember what most of these things are. Like, I don't necessarily remember a time when I used one, like floppy disks. I never personally used, but I know what they are.
Mm-hmm. I also, like, I don't know the names of all of them, like the dog thing that lights up. I don't remember what that's called, but I had one.
I had one, I think, as a McDonald's toy.
Yeah, that's what they were, right?
I think so.
Or maybe, like, the smaller versions, like the crappier versions.
Mm-hmm. And, like, we had a Blockbuster video, like, in the same square as our, like, grocery store.
Yeah, and I used to go to Blockbuster. Don't act like all Gen Zers are dumb and we don't know what Blockbuster is.
But, I mean, I don't remember AOL messaging.
No, I was too young for that.
Too young for that.
Skip-Its, I remember those.
I remember Skip-It.
We had them in gym. They were awful.
And never had a Walkman.
Mm-mm.
Walkman.
Walkman.
Take a walk. Sorry.
Whiteout. Like, who doesn't remember Whiteout?
People still use Whiteout.
I know!
Everybody's like, I remember the good old days when we used Whiteout. And I mean, like, you mean yesterday?
Yesterday when I made a typo on paper?
And then Weebles Wobbles. I remember the commercials. I don't know if I actually, like, played with one, but, like...
I think I did.
They were always on the commercials, like, I don't know if they were before VHSs or if they were before DVDs, but I would always hear the same commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been DVDs of, like, the Charlie Brown
ones. Yeah, for sure.
And maybe the VHSs for... I don't even know,
I want to say Land Before Time for some reason.
I was not allowed to watch Land Before Time because my dad hates that movie because he worked in the movie theater when it came out, and so every, like, I don't know how long the movie is, but every hour he would just hear new kids out in the lobby saying, yep, 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 and so he's like, yeah, you're not watching that, I don't want to live with that for the rest of my life, and then he told us, and it still happened because my brother and I are annoying, yay!
Yep, yep, yep! I'm kidding, you're not annoying. I love you.
And then they're acting like these disposable cameras are, like, a huge thing. Like, people still use these. Like, I think David Dobrik, he has an Instagram for, like, pictures that he's done only with these cameras, and they're, like, really good still, so...
Of course they are.
And then, I know this little professor because my dad has one of them, and I used to play with it and think I was such a genius because I could do all of it, but... What happened?
Mombert came home.
Oh.
Anyway. So I need to clean up the, like, skin around, obviously, but look, I did these, like, this one has a Z on it, and they are, like, half purple, half gray.
Wow.
Wow. It's an avocado. Wow.
Jinx.
So what else should we talk about?
I mean, we have listener questions and we have our Buzzfeed quiz and then we have our special secret announcement. So
special secret super secret special secret super announcement? That one?
That one, yeah.
The poison. Cusco poison. The poison designed specifically to kill Cusco. That
Cusco's poison. That poison.
That announcement? Yep, that one. The first question we have on listener questions is from at Tori Wood. Hey, Tori. And she said, no questions, just want to let you know I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Aww.
Have we even mentioned that this is our 1-year episode yet?
I don't think we did. Whoops.
This is our 1-year episode! We've been doing this for 52 whole weeks. Katrina has put up with me for that long, and hasn't even gotten a replacement co-host, except for the one time when I was too sick to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, she wants to come back now that I can speak and talk to both of us.
Yes.
I know, right? That's what I said! Anyway, hi Tori.
Hi, Tori.
What's our next question?
Our next question is from @SuperZanQ. Hi, brother.
Hey, little brother.
It's my brother!
It's my brother! Did you give him a hug?
Yes, I did.
Aww.
And he asks, how many state championships has your marimba eaten in the last year?
See, the funny thing is I used to be a percussionist.
Mm-hmm.
But I quit because scheduling is stupid. So in the past year, none, unfortunately.
My marimba hasn't eaten that many, only probably like 2.
Oh, it's been a bit of a drought for you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
it's rough.
Alright, Bacon and Eggs Pod said, our 1-year celebration was one of the most meaningful days of our lives. Congrats, we can't wait to see what you're going to do next. I thought that said we can't see what you're going to do next. I'm like, okay.
Okay, weird flex,
We know what we're
okay.
gonna do next because it's our super secret super announcement that we're announcing at the end of this video. This podcast.
Podcast.
So yeah, thank you. What's the next question? Well, you're getting all the questions and I'm getting like the just, hey guys, what's up?
Our next, should I do the next 2 grouped since it's from the same person?
No, I want to be able to ask a question, gosh darn it.
Okay. The first question is from @Dragonlance447, and the question is, what was your favorite moment in the past year of podcasting?
Oh my gosh, there have been so many good ones. I just realized I moved my camera so you can only see, like, part of my face. You should have yelled at me for that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't yell at you! I don't know, we get off topic a lot, and that's super fun. I also love when we have guests, because that's always fun. Hear new people, learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to see you was dope, but technically that wasn't in our year of podcasting. That was a little before then.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Dragonlance447, and I was like, you met Dragonlance447? And I was
No,
like, oh, wait.
I met you!
Me?
You!
The person on this call? That
Yes.
if you said you, that's who you were talking to?
That is exactly correctly.
Exactly.
Love that for me!
I'm keeping that forever. Exactly.
Exactly. You're never letting me live it down, huh?
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. That's apparently Katrina's favorite thing.
I've had a lot of good moments. I can't remember every single one of them because it's been a whole year, and it's been...
I feel like we just have a lot of fun recording together.
Yeah. It's not necessarily any specific moments, but, like, just the experience. It was the friends we made along the way.
Looks like I need a new podcast co-host for you, too.
Wow!
I don't know, I like anytime we make that joke. I always think it's funny.
Yeah. Hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Oh, Dragonlance447 also asks, how was your birthday, Rachel? Do anything fun? I got food. I got a weighted blanket that I am now obsessed with. So, like, anytime I don't want to be around people, I come upstairs and just, like, fall asleep under my blanket. It's the best.
I love blankets.
Especially a weighted blanket. Makes me feel like I'm getting a hug, but I don't have to actually be around people. If that doesn't scream introvert, I don't know what will!
Yay!
What's the next question?
The next question is from Aswazzle.
I always just say AZ-Wazzle, but okay.
Oh, Aswazzle. I'll be different.
Quirky!
And she asks, whoa, congrats guys, what a milestone. What did you want to achieve by the end of year 2? And looking back on the first year, is there anything you would have changed, wished you knew earlier?
Guesting checklist.
Yeah.
We made a checklist when we have people guest to make sure, we'll be able to do everything with them, and just so it's less of a headache come time to record. Definitely would have set that up right away had we known. But that's okay. Mm-hmm. That's what the first year's for. Learning, experience, all that jazz. Mm-hmm. Without any jazz. I wish... No, that's basically it. What about you?
I wish we had known that getting on Spotify wasn't, like, a huge process, like you just had to press a button.
Uh-huh.
But, what do we want to achieve by the end of next year?
I don't think I can talk about my goals for next year yet because we haven't announced the thing and it has to do with the thing.
Oh, it has to do with the thing. So we'll get back to you on that, Robin.
Ask us after we announce the thing. You'll know where. You'll know where to ask that question.
You'll know where to ask.
Alright. Our next question is from @StoryDiver and she says, Congrats on 1 year! When you started this, how did you think it would be received? How did you hope it would be received? I can't talk today. When we started this, I don't even think we thought we were gonna make it to a year.
Yeah.
It was kind of like this is your school project, let's chill with it until your project's done, and then we'll reevaluate.
And now the project's done.
And we're still here!
So,
You're stuck with us.
Yeah. I was hoping it would be received, like, I hoped that we had a couple listeners that weren't just our parents, even though we love our parents, but, like, make some new friends, get some collabs on there.
Which we've done both of those things. All three of those things.
And I didn't know if anybody was actually going to listen, so I didn't really have any hopes for how it would be received.
Yeah, we really just thought our parents would listen, and then this would, like, fizzle out.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't.
No, you guys stuck with us for some unknown reason. Apparently this is content.
Apparently. Me fidgeting with stuff non-stop. I fidget really badly. I forgot that had paint on it. I just touched a paintbrush. What's our next question, Katrina? Our next question is from @MattsA113, and he asks, wow, do you have any new guests planned for the new year of Perspective Z?
Always. Yeah, we do.
I mean, we don't have any, like, dates and times planned, but we have some ideas of who we want to have on.
And there are people that have either said yes or we're going to make say yes.
That sounds kind of terrifying.
Okay, we haven't asked some people yet that we'd like to have on, but, like, we definitely still want them on, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, now I'm just thinking of Troom videos. Heckin' nail logical. Our next question is from @QTheSparkle, and she asks, how old do you need to be to start driving in your state? Do you think that's the right age, or would you change it if you could? Also, what's one piece of advice you'd give to a new podcaster? Like, to get your permit? In my state, it's 14, but you can get a school permit at 14 and a half and drive yourself, like, to school, from school, stop for gas. That's basically it. That's a school license. And then to get your license, you gotta be 16.
Yeah, same for us, except we don't have the school permit. It's just 15 for your actual for your permit and then 16 for your license, but I haven't gotten my license yet because I procrastinated, so I'm waiting till January. Yay!
Oh, you procrastinated? I had no idea.
What? I'm shocked, aren't you?
If only someone had told you to stop procrastinating.
Yeah, if only somebody had told me.
If only I told her to stop procrastinating.
I'm sorry.
So, I think that's the right age. I mean, we don't actually have a lot of teenage accidents here. There are a handful, like, on the school lots, like, because there's a dangerous intersection that most of the people that go to my high school have to turn into. And it's just, like, a poorly designed intersection. So I would say there's, an accident or two a week there, but they're never really serious. And normally it involves a teenager and a parent of a teenager. And the parent of the teenager is in the wrong.
Fair enough.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to a new podcaster,
Make content you'd want to listen to.
That's a good one.
And I know it sounds super cliche, and that's the answer you get if you ask anybody, like, who makes content.
It's true,
They'll probably give you that answer, but, like, honestly, if you're making content that you're enjoying making and you would want to listen to, then somebody else out there wants to listen to it too. You just have to make sure to try and reach them by growing your audience.
I would say my advice would be... This is gonna sound so mean until I explain it, but, like, get over yourself. I was very, very concerned when we first started, and just, like, scared that we would get negative comments, or, like, all of these bad things would happen, or people wouldn't like it, and it was, like, I just kind of had to get over the thought that, like, people were paying, not even, like, paying that much attention, but, like, the wrong people were paying attention. I kind of just assumed we would attract, like, negative vibes. Just get over that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't... People in the podcasting community are so supportive and amazing.
Okay, should we move on to Instagram listener questions, since those are things now?
Ooh, sure!
I posted a story on Wednesday. So if you asked a question... If you had a question, you couldn't ask it because the timer ran out because it was a Instagram story. I apologize, but these are the 4 Instagram questions that we got. So, the first question is from @melmic222. It's my mommy!
Hi!
And she asks, how have you seen your co-host grow in the last year?
Okay, Katrina was like a little turtle that wouldn't come out of her shell. And I, like, had to pry her, like, mouth open to talk. I was like, come on, give me something here. Give me something to work with. Because you would just sit so quietly during recordings. But now it's, like, super dope because we just have conversations. And I feel like you are a lot more comfortable and confident as a person.
Yay. That's what I was going for. I would say... Because you've definitely grown, but, like, not...
Not in height, I'm still 5'3".
I was gonna say that, like, it's not as noticeable as me, like, actually starting to talk more, because you had done a lot more talking things, like, you did debate for a bit, and you did,
Radio. I still do radio, but yeah.
Yeah. But since you were more, talkative, then it wasn't necessarily as drastic of a change for you, but, I'm just glad that we've gotten used to each other's mannerisms and that we've gotten to pick up on, like, if somebody doesn't want to talk about a certain topic, then just, like, move on and not like, try and pry at it. Not that we had that much trouble with that in the first place.
No, I just had to I had to pry to get you to talk at all, but now it's great.
Yeah, so just, making sure that we're okay with whatever's going on and, yeah, basically.
I think one thing I've noticed a lot, especially these past few months, is, like, we come out of recording a lot more with, like, that was an amazing episode. I can't wait until we post that. I can't wait for people to listen and give us their comments, ideas, whatever. We have a lot more episodes like that than we do episodes where it's like, that was okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like our chemistry has clicked a little better now.
Yeah. Like, we do have those episodes occasionally where we're like, okay, that was kind of low energy, how can we improve that next week? But when we come out with new ideas, like, how can we improve, we always find a way to improve, and we find what was off that episode, and we're like, oh, let's not record at 7 a.m. Let's not... Just finding what works for us, I guess.
Yep. And I think that's what matters, is just, like, finding what works for you and how you're comfortable. Right? Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Alright, am I asking the next question?
Yep.
Alrighty. Charlotte52 said, would you do more collabs in the future? Abso-heckin-lutely. We love working with other people, and yeah, it's fun to get new ideas, new perspectives. Ha! New perspectives on the podcast.
Yeah, just making sure that we have interesting perspectives, not necessarily that that we think could add something to our perspectives. We don't want people that are necessarily just like us, but it's good to get a good, if there's somebody that has different interests than us, it's good to, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is.
Expand.
Expand, yeah. Get, like you said, new perspectives.
New perspectives, expand our audience, kind of, depending on the person that's listening, or the person that's guesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's also really cool to get people from different generations, just so you can kind of see that the differences and the similarities, because I feel like we are very similar to a lot of the different generation guests we've had on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what's the next question, Katrina?
The next question is from @TolkienAboutPod, and she asks, I still don't, well, she doesn't really ask, she just
demands!
I still don't understand who Billie Eilish is.
A queen!
Queen!
I love
Iconic.
That she asked on Instagram, so we didn't have to debate over MC Watt or Mick Watt.
Or Mary Clay or Mary or whatever.
It's Mary Clay, I know that much.
Yes.
Billie Eilish is just, like, a musician. She's a Gen Zer. She's dope.
Yeah. And she doesn't like to explain her music a whole lot, so she leaves her music up for interpretation, so a lot of people are confused by her, as I'm guessing you are, since you've asked about her a lot. But yeah.
She's a queen. I don't know, I think she's pretty awesome, especially just because she's not afraid to just kind of be weird.
Yeah.
Which is something I think is really important, especially for younger than us people to see, is it's like, it's okay to be weird, and like, you can be successful and be weird. Like, you don't have to be this perfect society person.
Mm-hmm. What's the next question, Rachel?
I just realized Billie Eilish is, like, our generation's goth.
Oh, jeez.
Am I wrong? Nope. Our last question is from @park_126, and they say, do you feel like you know what you're doing after a year, or do you still feel like noobs?
We have moments of each, honestly.
Yeah, like, when I'm editing, I definitely just kind of get into my groove, but then there are times when I'm like, how do we podcast? How do this?
Yeah. I mean, especially since we're younger in the podcasting community, like, when we talk with Ethan and Tyler about stuff, because they're more experienced, like, they're half a year more experienced than us, I guess.
And they're also a lot of
older.
years more old than us.
A lot of years. So when you're talking with those kinds of people, the people that have more experience in the podcasting thing, and then people that are also older, it's interesting to see how different people take things like statistics and how they act upon them and how they use social media to reach new people, especially yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just kind of rambling.
I kind of consider them our podcast big brothers.
Aww.
Think about it, like, whenever we have a problem, it's like, let's ask Tyler and Ethan how to fix this.
Tyler and Ethan, help!
Yeah, it's kind of like the mom, but for podcasting. Because if I asked my mom for help, she would be like, I don't know. I don't understand how the internet works. I'm kidding. My mom isn't that technologically out of it.
Yeah. But, so there are moments for each, like, we get into the groove of recording, and then we get into the groove of, like, us recording the two of us, and then sometimes when we throw a new guest into the mix, it's kind of hard. Like, you might hear me less or Rachel a little less because we're trying to find the perfect balance, but it's hard to do that when you only have, like, 2 hours to record. But we make it work, I think, hopefully.
I think so. I mean, people have stuck around.
Stuck around this long.
Exactly. Katrina!
Yes, Rachel?
Could it be time for our favorite segment on this podcast? Let's take a BuzzFeed quiz.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it's my favorite segment on this podcast.
And I never closed it from the first time that I opened it, so...
Proud. Also, this is a brand new BuzzFeed quiz. It was posted today, recording day, August 4th at 9:15 a.m. And we're recording, like, right now it's, I don't know, 5?
Yeah.
Ish.
So, it's like 9 hours old.
It's like
but
a little
it's
baby. It's a little baby
little
quiz.
baby BuzzFeed quiz.
So anyway, what quiz are we taking this week?
Our quiz this week is order a hotel breakfast and we'll give you a vacation destination.
I'll do that. We all know. Not even both. We all know what I am hoping to get as my destination.
Yeah, I know.
First, what will you have to drink? Orange juice, coffee, tea, or a mimosa? Well, I'm underage, so I can't have mimosas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like orange juice first thing in the morning. I need either coffee or tea. Right now, I've been having a cup of Carlin Brothers ginger peach black tea every morning, so I'll click tea.
The thing that I usually have for breakfast, I usually have milk with breakfast, which a lot of people have diversified opinions on. But I've just gotten used to the taste of milk, and it's not bad, but
none of these are milk.
What?
None of these are milk.
I know. That's why I said I'm not gonna choose milk, because it's not an option.
Oh, okay.
But I chose orange juice because I like having apple juice, but apple juice isn't an option, so I just chose a juice.
Okay.
I mean, orange juice isn't necessarily my favorite thing, but it's good. I don't drink a lot of coffee or tea, and not mimosa because I'm underage, but, yeah.
We do not support underage drinking.
Yes.
What's the next question, Katrina? Oh, I just smacked this again!
The next question is choose some fruit. Fresh berries, sliced mango, fresh papaya, or melon and
Prosciutto.
prosciutto.
Melon and prosciutto is something I've never had, but A, I don't like prosciutto, and B, I don't like melon, so I don't think I would like melon and prosciutto. Mango is too much of a pain to slice. Never had fresh papaya, so I'll say fresh berries.
But see, if the mango is already sliced for you, this is a hotel breakfast, so they're not going to give you, like, a mango.
Oh!
And just...
Then slice mango. Yeah, I'm changing my answer. Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I chose fresh berries. I was just trying to help you.
Oh, sure.
Decide, since it's a hotel breakfast, and they're not just going to hand you a mango and be like, here, you have to slice this.
So, What type of 5-star hotel are we staying at that they're giving us melon and prosciutto?
I don't know, man.
The next question is, you'll want some bread, of course. Wow, they're calling us out. Our options are croissant.
Croissant.
I know, I combined croissant and baguette and ended up with croissant. Croissant, baguette, brioche, or regular sliced bread. I'm gonna say croissant.
Hey Google. Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Flip a coin. There we go. It's tails, so we're doing regularly sliced bread. Because it's the best thing since sliced bread.
What's our next question? You picked a boring answer.
Our next question is, choose something to spread on your bread. Butter, cold cuts, jam, or avocado. I don't know how you'd spread cold cuts on your bread.
I don't either. I'm kind of shocked you didn't say bad jam just for the memes.
I didn't know if it was grape or if it was raspberry or strawberry or something else. And this is why I chose the regularly sliced bread, because I knew what the next option was going to be, and I feel like if you have something that's already flaky and you don't want to put anything else on it, then you don't... I don't know.
I picked butter.
I picked jam.
Our next question is pick a pastry. Pain à chocolat. I'm pretty sure... Wait, that's French. Pain is bread, which is funny. So it's a chocolate croissant. Raspberry tart, Pop-Tart, or coffee cake. I'm gonna say... Oh, man. Flip a coin. Coffee cake.
Okay. I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is the best flavor of Pop-Tart?
Brown sugar, cinnamon. I will
Okay,
die
good.
on this hill.
I picked the, I said pain de because I'm so used to Spanish, and if it was a chocolate croissant in Spanish, it would probably be pan de chocolate. But it's pain au chocolat, which I don't speak French, so please don't.
I don't speak French either, so don't add us.
But that's the one I picked. And the next question, it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Next question is, finally, how would you like your eggs? Poached, in an omelet, scrambled, or in eggs Benedict?
Eggs Benedict is too fancy for me. Like, I get them at a hotel breakfast, but, like, no.
I picked scrambled because I'm basic.
I don't like scrambled eggs. I do not like the texture.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna go with in an omelet, because I love me a good omelet.
Did you get your result?
No, it's still loading. Oh, I did.
You sound so excited.
You got Buenos Aires. It's time you finally head out to Argentina and enjoy all the alfajores, and empanadas you can manage to consume while you're checking out glaciers, a soccer match or two, and learning to tangle. Also, did we mention the amazing wine over there? I'm underage! What'd you get?
I got New York.
I thought you were gonna say London, and I was like, that's it? I quit!
You're going to New York City next. There's nothing better than a cosmopolitan city like NYC to satisfy your extremely varied gastronomic tastes. You clearly like to try different foods, and the Big Apple will have every type of cuisine you can imagine, all within walking distance. I don't know about different foods since I have the same lunch every single day and I eat it in the same exact order. But, like, I'm down.
Maybe for junior year you should switch that up.
Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't want to.
Okay.
But yeah, we got our results.
We did! Wait, does that mean that we're at the end of the podcast?
It does, except we haven't given our super secret, special secret announcement yet.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna skip that and leave them hanging.
No, we're not that mean.
This has been another episode of Perspective Z.
I'm not finishing this until you do the announcement, Rachel.
We started a Patreon!
What?
Yeah, so go check it out. It's gonna be linked below, but me planning probably... There we go. It's patreon.com/perspective_Z. Isn't that fancy?
So fancy.
We do have a Discord tier. Starting at $5 a month, you get access to a Patreon exclusive Discord server.
Which we're super excited
yeah,
for.
we are. It's all set up.
We got it set up last Sunday, and we were like, dude, I'm so excited. We get people in it. And then, like, it's been a week, and we're like, come on. We set this whole thing up. But we're super excited to have a Patreon, and we're super excited for the tiers we set up, which I don't really remember what they are, but I'm excited for it either way. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah!
It's new. It's different. We're thriving. And we're actually thriving this time. Not just me saying we're thriving when I'm actually in great pain, but, we're actually thriving.
Woo! We're thriving. It's so cool! Come check it out. Come join right away. Maybe I'll even post this episode a little before midnight tonight.
Wow. Ooh. Or you could just let the Patreon go right now.
Oh, I already did.
And then, oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's published. It's out there. You can go find us, join us.
We should probably tell our Discord mods that.
Yeah.
Did you just now publish it, or has it been published this whole time?
I published it like an hour ago.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, come join us. It's gonna be super awesome, super fun. We're gonna have Patreon exclusive stuff. You can do all sorts of things, episode shoutouts. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Join us in the world. Anything else we need to add this week?
Don't think so.
This has been the final episode of Year 1 Perspective Z. That's been Katrina.
That's been Rachel.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Toodles.